How did the Discovery Channel show come about?
I fired an office manager at the shop and like was cleaning out her desk, and I found a Post-it note that said Discovery Channel filming several days, call ASAP on the side of her desk. Like a note she took and never gave it to me. And so they showed up like the next day, and then like, man, we were like slammed at the shop. Like we didn't have time for anything like that. And I had done some like local TV shows and stuff like that and didn't really see a value in it. This is 1999.
Okay.
So I was like, we want to do this, and we're going to be here for a month and blah, blah, blah. And like, I didn't really see it as valuable. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. And it was like a fight from day one, like, just like them trying to do stupid stuff. And it was Tom Beers and Hugh King, who I'm still friends with Tom today. And then like, we filmed it, and I mean, I think I'm hilarious. like I'm Richard Pryor funny, but I like went and watched it on the editing board like the night before the show aired, after the sound and everything was done, and I'm like, oh man, people are gonna hate me, like, because I just say what I feel. I don't like, if that offends you, I'm sorry. It's what I'm.
It's also hard seeing yourself on TV for the first time.
Yeah, for real, like
Right.
an hour-long show,
Right.
like all about me. And so I like watched it, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't sleep at all that night. And then I was at the shop. It was like a Sunday night, I think, and I was at the shop working, and like the show had aired in the New York feed on Discovery at 3:00, and I like it was 3:00 West Coast time. It was airing in on the East Coast, and like the phone rang, and it was some dude. It was a black guy from Detroit. He's all, man. He's all, is this Jesse James? I said, yep. He's all, man, I saw you standing on the cliff in that show saying you're tired of kicking the world's ass. He's all, I know exactly how you feel, brother. Keep it up. And then I was like, dude, I knew it was going to be all right.
How did your life change after that first show aired?
It was crazy, like, because metalwork and stuff is real popular now, but the one thing that like kind of made the record skip is me taking a piece of flat metal and hammering it into a gas tank. And like people had never saw that on a national TV scale. Like I could take something by hand and make, something functional and cool looking out of it. And it like, I think that was it. And just like the bikes and the dogs fighting and just like this, like, I don't think they would air that show now.
Really?
I don't think so. Definitely some of the Monster Garage episodes they wouldn't air now, And I think it was crazy times because Discovery was almost bankrupt, and they were still like mostly bugs and planets and dinosaurs, and like the joke at Discovery was like, well, this is pre-internet, so it melted down the phone lines at the network, shut their phone, their operator board.
Your documentary.
Yeah, so it
Wow.
shut it down. And the biggest show that was on before that was the Real Story of Jesus Christ, which aired like 5 years before that. And so the joke was like, Jesse's bigger than Jesus. But it shut it down. And then, so typical TV thinking, like, we need to do that every week. Like, so they immediately like I think they aired it that Sunday night. And then they aired it every night for like months. Just kept like, oh, keep going, it's good,
Right.
keep going, and they, it became like the highest rated show in the history of the network in 2000. And then they came up with Beers and they wanted to do a weekly series. So let's do something where in the arc of the show, like we start with one thing, and at the end of the show, it's something totally else. Totally different, like a VW Bug. We drive in and we drive out. It's a swamp boat, something like that. And so it was the most awesome negotiation ever. So like Discovery said, we did 4 episodes, and we started filming. The first episode was all my friends, on the build. And if you notice the first episode, halfway through, they had all split. They're like, this sucks. We're not doing, no one was getting paid, and no one understood the value of it. And they're just like, oh man, why are you making us do? I gotta go back to Florida and everything. So if you notice the episode number 1, the Mustang lawnmower, I'm there doing it by myself. Like, I didn't know how it was gonna be, but I'm like, this could be cool. And we did it, and I think we were halfway through the second episode, then Discovery came, we got to negotiate the contract for 4 episodes. We're only going to do 4 episodes, and you're going to get paid $5,000 an episode, and that's going to be it. We're not going to do more. I'm like, all right, fine. And so they aired the first 4, and it was like, it's the most profitable show in the history of their network. They're charging the same ad rates as Everybody Loves Raymond. And like, I became the highest paid person in the history of that network.
For more clips from this interview, visit GrahamBensinger.com.